family, welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in, and if you haven't yet joined us, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button. We would love to have you here. Also family, please go ahead, share, like, comment, and thank you all for your continuous support. So let's get right into the video. Today I am using rosemary in two ways. The first way is my rosemary water, and the next way I'm going to be using this rosemary is preparing my rosemary oil. So I have already washed off my rosemary. Now I am going to be placing that into the bowl. For this I use 1 liter of water. The first preparation was pretty easy. All I did was wash off my rosemary, put it in the bowl, and added my hot water. After that, I just let it steep for 45 minutes. You can use that on your hair. I also drink a glass of the rosemary water. I added some honey and it tasted so nice. It was so nice having fresh rosemary. Usually I would get the tea bag, but to have the very fresh rosemary water, it was awesome and it smells really great. So like I said, the first preparation was pretty easy. Family, so it's a little over 45 minutes and my rosemary water is ready. See how it looks yellowish looking and the leaves have darkened? That's how it should be. That tells me that my rosemary water is ready. So now I'm just going to pour that into my spray bottle and it's ready to use. Like I've said earlier, I also drink a glass of this water, but I will let you know that if you are going to drink it, make sure to add some honey if you do not like any bitter taste, because yes, it tasted a little bit bitter. Alright, so I went ahead and I added my honey and I drank a glass of rosemary water. Family, so let's move on to the second way you can use rosemary, and that is preparing your rosemary oil. So now that's the leftover rosemary from my rosemary water. I'm going to wash it. I already did, and I'm going to pat that dry so I don't have any water in my oil. So after patting it dry, I'm going to now chop up my rosemary into pieces. For this process, I am going to be using the double broiler method, and that is me putting all my ingredients in one bowl and I'm going to pour some water into the pot. But what I'm not going to do is allow my bowl to have direct contact with the water. You do not want direct heat on your ingredients, so make sure that the water you are putting in the pot doesn't touch the bowl when it starts to boil. That's the amount of water I put into the pot. Now I'm just going to set my bowl right on top. Like I said, I am not going to allow my bowl touch the water. I do not want the bowl and the water touching. So now I'm just adding in my rosemary, and I'm just going to allow this to sit on here for 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, and this is how my rosemary oil looks. The leaves look dried up, which is great because all the goodness in the rosemary has extracted into the oil. So now I'm just going to pour it into the mason jar, and I'm going to allow this to sit for 3 days. 3 days later, I'm going to be straining my rosemary oil. I got me my applicator bottles to store my oil. And family, I just want to let you all know that this process is optional. You do not have to wait after 3 days in order to use your oil. When you are done with the oil sitting on the stove for how long you want to keep it there, you can let it cool down and begin to use your oil. I just wanted to do extra, okay? I just wanted to do extra, which is good if you have the time, because that way you can have a very potent oil. So that's what I choose to do, but this process is optional. If you made it this far in the video, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider smashing that subscribe button. We would love to have you here. Like I said in my previous videos, we are on a mission to reach 1,000 subscribers, and it's only by your support we can do that. So please consider smashing that button. Thank you all for your love and your support. Alright family, so these are the 2 ways you can use your rosemary. And if you haven't yet joined us, please consider smashing that subscribe button. We would love to have you here. Thank you all for your love and your support. Please do not forget to comment, like, and share. All right, family. See you all in the next one. Remain blessed.